Okay, so what if I told you people are literally pulling hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars right out of dumpsters?
Yeah,
It's kind of wild,
that
right?
really does.
Today, we're doing an unconventional deep dive into dumpster diving for profit. And look, before you picture banana peels and, actual rotting garbage,
Hmm.
hear us out.
Yeah, this isn't quite like that.
Right. It's not about digging through literal trash bags. It's more about recognizing, well, immense value in overlooked excess. And no, we're not suggesting you reroute your commute past the local landfill or anything.
Definitely not.
But seriously, the value people find it's pretty unexpected.
It's fascinating, really, how this whole concept, um, it forces a shift in your mindset.
How so?
Well, it's fundamentally about seeing opportunity where most people, they just see waste. It kind of challenges our basic ideas of what is and isn't valuable in today's economy.
That really does shift your perspective. And what's particularly interesting is understanding why this opportunity even exists in the first place. Every single day, you have companies like, big retailers, colleges, offices, even apartment complexes. They discard perfectly good items.
Perfectly good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, electronics, furniture, cosmetics, completely unopened food, sometimes even designer clothes.
And the reason behind it often highlights a kind of striking inefficiency in, like, large-scale logistics and return policies. Often the internal cost for a business to process a return or restock something unsold, the labor, transport, maybe repackaging it, can actually cost them more than the item's worth.
So it's cheaper just to...
Just dispose of it. It becomes the path of least financial resistance, however wasteful that might seem from the outside.
Wow.
And this system, it inadvertently creates these kinds of hidden opportunities.
And because of that inefficiency, there's this whole community of, smart, savvy, strategic people who've actually turned this into a legitimate income stream.
Yeah, they figured it out.
They monetize finds in all sorts of ways. You see people selling on eBay, flipping furniture on Facebook Marketplace. Some even build whole YouTube and TikTok channels around it, showing their hauls. They get ad revenue, plus the resale profits.
Double dipping, almost.
Kind of. I recently read about this one woman. Get this. She pays her entire rent just by reselling discarded makeup and skincare.
From dumpsters.
Yeah. Stuff that was barely touched. Maybe it was a tester, or the packaging was just slightly damaged. Incredible.
Of course, going after this kind of unconventional opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
it does come with some pretty important things to consider.
Like what?
Well, we absolutely need to talk about safety and legality. It's crucial.
Not all dumpsters are fair game.
Exactly. You absolutely must research your local trespassing laws and always avoid dumpsters that are locked or behind gates or fences. That's usually private property.
Okay, good point. And practically speaking,
Practically, you need to be prepared. Wear gloves, definitely. Carry a flashlight. Have sanitizing wipes handy. And honestly, a good sense of humor probably helps too.
Yeah, I bet. That's a crucial point, the legal side. So it's not just about spotting something valuable, but also knowing the rules, navigating that ethical landscape, too.
Definitely. A common mistake is assuming anything in a dumpster is up for grabs.
But it's not always.
Not always, especially if it's clearly on private property and not accessible from, say, a public alley. It's about respecting those boundaries while still, recognizing the opportunity that exists.
Okay. So this really isn't just about trash, is it?
Not at all.
The core idea here is about value. Seeing money where most people just see mess.
That's the real mindset shift. It's fundamental.
So maybe the barrier to finding these unconventional opportunities isn't always needing special skills or lots of money. It's more about just shifting how you look at things.
Precisely. I think most people walk past potential opportunities every single day because they don't look like a traditional paycheck, right? They don't come with a job title or a salary.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it. Neither did Airbnb initially, or Uber, or Etsy, or YouTube back when they first started. Those were unconventional ideas too.
That's a really good point.
It's almost ironic, isn't it? In our constant search for the next big thing, sometimes the biggest opportunities are just overlooked, sitting right there in what's being discarded or seen as inefficient.
So this isn't just about dumpsters then?
No, it's a metaphor, really.
Yeah.
It's about training your mind to spot those inefficiencies or overlooked assets anywhere. Could be in an industry, community, maybe even in your own skills.
Mm-hmm.
And then asking creatively, okay, how can I unlock the value here?
Okay, so to be clear, we're not suggesting you quit your job and set up camp behind the nearest shopping mall.
Please don't.
But we are encouraging you maybe to question your perception of wealth and where it might actually be found. It's not always obvious.
Absolutely. Sometimes, treasure isn't buried on some remote desert island. Sometimes it's sitting right there at the back of the mall in a cardboard box marked trash. Stay curious, stay scrappy in your own life. You might be surprised what you find.